Hey yo, what's poppin', y'all? Y'all seen that? It's your boy, S. V. He ha. Need not to worry. I'm back here with another joint. Yo, did y'all just see that clip? Did y'all just see that clip of the Bronze Bomber? We gonna talk about the Revenge Tour. Yeah, Revenge Tour. This calls for. You know what? You know what this calls for? This calls for some Douce on deck. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to get into this one. Because the way the Bronze Bomber looking, woo-wee, he looking like a big problem. He looking like a big problem. Yeah. We like big babas. Big babas of that Douce. Yo, and the Bronze Bomber is looking like a huge problem for the heavyweight division. He looks upset. His demeanor. He looks like he's frustrated. He looks like he got shit to get out, but it looks like it's calm at the same time. It's like you can sense all of this shit from him because he's been so quiet. He's been so quiet about everything. He just let people run haywire with rumors and accusations and everything. But now he's back ready. Him and Malik Scott is training. And it's looking like Malik Scott is taking the spot of Mark Breland. It looked like he's taking his spot. And I think it's great because I think Deontay and Malik have a great relationship and a great understanding of each other as men. You know what I'm saying? And what the other person wants to get out of, you know what I'm saying, of it. Whoo! Pause me. Yo, the Bronze Bomber, man. What else can I say? But the boy looked ready, man. I want to just give y'all a visual of what the Revenge Tour could look like. Hypothetically, right? Say he doesn't get granted the Tyson Fury fight next, right? You know that's going to piss him off even more. But he's going to win either way. Because if he doesn't get granted the fight, they got to pay him bread. So he going to get paid for a fight that he ain't even got to do and then fight and get paid for that. So he going to be doubling up. So he going to be doubling up on paper. So they're going to have to pay Deontay some bread. And somebody, whoever he decides to fight, is getting knocked the fuck out. Now, the Revenge Tour, to me, if I was a handler of Deontay, what I would do, if he's not getting the Tyson Fury fight next, I would give him Charles Martin first. This is how I would set it up. I would make him, his comeback fight would be Charles Martin because we know that's a sure knockout. And just to get everything back in motherfuckers' heads, all he gonna need is a dramatic knockout. That's it. That's all he gonna need. And Charles Martin, he got the gift of gab. He could talk big shit and pump the fight up and make it bigger than what it really is, even though for Deontay, he's a light touch. Charles Martin would be a light touch for Deontay Wilder. That's what I would do. I would give Deontay a light touch in somebody like Charles Martin, who we kind of know. You feel me? He's been around the block a little bit. I would put him in the ring with Charles Martin and let Deontay Wilder knock him out dramatically. It'll be all over the internet. It'll go viral. It'll be a viral knockout. And then niggas is going to be worried about the Bronze Bomber again. They're already worried about him now. From that video clip that you've seen of him training with Malik Scott. That shit right there got motherfuckers shook. Because Champ looked sharp. Champ looked more sturdy. He looked more... That nigga just looked ready, man. Oh, shit. That nigga looked ready. You know what I'm saying? So, Charles Martin, sure shot. Knockout. Right? And then, I let him talk some shit and say, yo, who he want next? He know he coming for that undisputed. That's what he's coming for. He's coming for undisputed. So, and then, say, hypothetically, Ruiz stops Areola, right? He stops Areola. Ruiz looks great against Areola, right? Boom, that happens. And then, no, I'm not putting Wilder in with Ruiz next. No. I'm going to try to do something like a Joseph Parker. Say if Joseph Parker gets past Kishore, I will put Joseph Parker in with Deontay. Matter of fact, the winner of that fight, I will put in with Deontay. So if Kishore beats Parker, I will put Deontay in there with him. Next, after the dramatic knockout of Charles Martin. Right? So, after that, I'm going to give him Parker or Kishore. Hopefully it's Parker because I don't think Parker's chin, neither one of their chins are hold up against Deontay, but Kishore is possibly a tougher fight because that nigga's name is War. Alright? And that's what he brings every time he fights, is war. So, right? So we'll put Deontay in with him right there, right? This is me if I'm Deontay Wilder's handlers. Charles Martin, Joseph Parker. 2 clean, dramatic knockouts, right? Bam! It happens. Big shit is talk. It goes viral. Right? And then we got Bronze Bomber back on pay-per-view. We got Bronze Bomber back on pay-per-view. Against who? Andy Ruiz Jr. That's who. We got Deontay Wilder versus Andrew Ruiz. Hellified fight. Hellified. And that right there, that fight is going to be for, all right, who gets champ? Who gets to fight for the belt? Because ultimately, that's what we want, is the belt, right? But I think Deontay, because see, he's been really taking the toughest fights in the division. Deontay has. Out of all of the heavyweights, Deontay's been taking the stiffer competition. It got to be either him or AJ, in my eyes. Him or AJ's been taking the stiffest competition in the heavyweight division. It's a toss-up between AJ and Deontay Wilder on who's been taking the toughest fights in the heavyweight division. Right? So, the Andy Ruiz fight happens. It's a good fight. It goes 6-7 rounds. And it ends with a dramatic knockout of Andy Ruiz. Oh shit. On pay-per-view. All the Mexican crowd is out there. All of boxing is watching. The Bronze Bomber back in the ring. Getting back. And then after that, he's calling the pussies out. He's calling them out. He's sniffing after AJ with the fire coming out of his nose. He's sniffing for Fury with the fire coming out of his nose. The fight with Fury and AJ happens. Right? The fight with Fury and AJ happens. Somebody's an undisputed champ. Right? Either it's AJ or Fury. Whoever's the undisputed, that's who the bomb squad goes after. Who got the straps? This is the revenge tour. He ain't even get the Fury yet. But if Fury defeats AJ, then it's a beautiful thing. Because the Bronze Bomber is able to get his revenge and get the belts back. But this time, all of the belts. All of them. And then what? They're going to be begging and itching and scratching for a rematch once Deontay gets undisputed. And what does the Bronze Bomber do? Gives no rematches. Fuck you, Fury. Who he sniffs after next? Fury wins, beats AJ. You know who he gives the shot to? He gives it to AJ. AJ with 2 losses, coming off the loss of Tyson Fury. Maybe, you know what? Maybe AJ gets, you know what I'm saying, a couple fights in between there, some light touches. You know what I'm saying? Try to prepare him for AJ's revenge tour. Because then AJ's going to be on a revenge tour now to get the belts back again. To become a 3-time unified champion. Possibly an undisputed champ. That would be crazy for AJ now. If AJ was to do that, boom, come back, defeat Wilder, and gain, that would be crazy on AJ's part. You feel me? But the bomb squad, man. He going on a tour. It's a revenge tour. He getting revenge on all you fuckers that talk shit, that called him skinny legs and all these dumbass, bias ass fucking media sites. All these stupid fucking YouTubers that's been hating and throwing dirt on the dragon while he was down. And he just gonna stomp on all you fucking cockroaches. All you fucking cockroaches will be stomped. Ooh, I cannot wait to see Deontay back in the ring. Because it's going to be a real heavyweight event. It's going to be a real heavyweight event. The heavyweight division ain't shit without Deontay Wilder. Look how dull it's been. Look how mediocre the heavyweights division been without the Bronze Bomber in it. It's just been okay. This is why we need Tyson Fury. This is why we need AJ. This is why we need Deontay Wilder. So why can't we just enjoy these great heavyweights? Why can't we just enjoy these great heavyweights while they're here? Because we know that the heavyweight division is lacking. We know it's lacking. We know it needs some oomph in it. Oh, and I didn't even mention Dillian White. Deontay need him. He don't need him. Dillian White needs Deontay. But when I say Deontay needs him, I mean he needs that head on his motherfucking mantle. Because Dillian White's a big shit talker and he's a very formidable opponent that I believe Bomb Squad is going to mop the floor with. Because you know what's going to happen to Dillian White? When he gets in the ring with Deontay, the same shit that happened to Brazil. That's what's going to happen to him. He's going to detonate on his chin. The bomb is going to land. Did you see? Yo, I don't think y'all understand, man. I don't think y'all understand. Just that little clip that he just put out there. I wouldn't do not another clip if I was Deontay. If I was his handler, I would tell him, don't you put another fucking thing out until you get in the ring. Let that training with Scott be the last thing people see of your training. Let that be the last thing they see. Because that's all they're going to remember is, oh shit, that boy looked ready. And then the fear, the mental edge. You start to win the mental edge, Deontay. Because you scared the motherfuckers with that clip, bro. You scared the shit out of them. Like you pulled out a Desert Ease and put it in their face. They took a shit on themselves. You ever look down the barrel of the triangle face Desert Eagle? You see how big that motherfucking hole is to let that big ass slug out? You pull that shit out on a nigga, he gonna take a shit. Take it, G. That's what the Bronx Bomber did when he let off that clip. That clip of him in that empty apartment, in that empty house room. That head movement. How sharp. See? And what it looked like to me from that clip was that Scott was teaching Deontay another way to land that fucking right hand, bro. That's why I don't want him to put out no more video clips. Because we don't want these niggas to see nothing else. Nothing else. Just fear. Next, John.